Okay, good.
Oh,
I think we're going to be good.
You're
We're
live.
preparing.
we're live. You did it.
Fantastic.
Success. Success. Success.
It's a new year and we are rolling,
Yes.
folks. Welcome,
New
welcome,
skills.
welcome.
Love it.
Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. It is already January 4th, and we have been working away for the last 4 days, getting things lined up, getting things going, and getting ready for the huge explosion of people coming into the Nexus ecosystem and becoming part of TruBadger, Catapult, Insight, Safu Fight, and CMP. Just got off the phone with our programmers or blockchain programmers. Lots of great stuff. They're happening and moving forward. We're working through some stuff on the MetaMars, on what chain that the remaining amount of we were looking to do it on Sol. But guys, I don't want anybody to jump the gun. That's why we haven't said go do anything yet, right? Because there may be an issue where there might be a better process to go through to get everybody on board. So the main thing right now is for the MetaMar stuff is just getting in your surveys on if you're interested in participating or not. And if you are interested in participating, how many NFTs you'd be interested in. I don't want people to just go out and say, oh, they said it's Sol, so let me go get it now. Getting ahead of the cart sometimes doesn't work out as well as you want. You may have to transfer that over to another chain. What we're trying to do is make history and build out the first NFT that can go from chain to chain to chain to chain to chain to chain to chain and be the first in doing some stuff here. So again, those decisions still need to be made. But the main thing that we need right now is who and how many people want to participate. And if you guys can do us a favor, if you know there's somebody that's involved in the Nexus ecosystem, maybe they've been away for a couple weeks on vacation, please let them know that there is a survey out there for them to get on and let us know their interest level. Tomorrow night is going to be big. We have coming on the whole team of the MetaMars project. Okay. Mixed Martian Arts Club. There will be the director will be on there, possibly the writer. We will have the technology people on there from Ripples. So they'll be on there for between 1 to 2 hours. Okay. Will be the time frame that they will be on there. And they're going to give you guys all kinds of great information. You guys can ask them lots of questions about that type of stuff. So we'll interview them in the first part of it, and then we'll open it up for some questions a little bit later on in the talk. But it's going to be interesting because I think one of the things we need to make sure everybody knows is this is just not a film about the blockchain. If you listen to what they were talking about, this is a film that is being produced to revolutionize the movie industry and to bring fan participation on board and all that stuff. But anyway, they'll get into that tomorrow night. Okay, so survey is most important, not, and we'll get you more details by that. Next week, we will have the whitelisting up and running for you to actually do that. When you whitelist, because we don't want somebody to come and say, hey, I want 5 of them or 10 of them, and then not come through on that because we're basing this, it's supply and demand, launch, the whole thing. It's very important for us to get an accurate number on that. There will be a $20 BNB deposit that will be due when you go on and get whitelisted. Okay. So that's non-refundable. So if you don't come through with it, I'll use it to go out and get a pizza or something, right? I don't know what. Just kidding about the pizza part. Okay. No pizzas. It's going to stay with the project, but it is non-refundable. I do want people to know that when you go in, only when you do the whitelisting, if it's 3, it's going to be $60. It's $20 per NFT that you get whitelisted, and they're non-refundable. Okay, so that'll start next week. Okay, non-refundable. That's perfect right there. I like the non-refundable. All right, excellent. Okay, so that takes us through the MetaMars part. AMA tomorrow night. Whitelisting will start the beginning of next week. And we are going to kick some butt, guys. I'm just so excited about it. By the way, some of the Nexus ecosystem TruBadger team will be at the Super Bowl meeting with all the people that are going to be part of that event. So we will be part of that. And we'll hopefully get some more details on exactly what's going to go on and how that's going to be a part of it. So Candace says woohoo, but she's probably not one of them that will be a part of it, though. I'm sorry, Candace. Forgive me. I asked for your forgiveness.
She's busy that day anyway.
She's busy that day anyway, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Peter,
Okay.
one other MetaMars fun fact: you are actually going to be a guest with the MetaMars team this afternoon at 2:00.
We are.
On
We
a
are going
call.
to be doing an AMA on their
Yeah.
channel. So
And I'm going to pop the
the
link in the chat.
PMG channel. We're going to be on with PMG, and we'll be talking about, I'm sure, all kinds of subjects when it comes to crypto and all kinds of things. Who knows what they'll try to convince me to give them answers to, but it should be fun at that time to go through and do that interview with them on their channel, giving us some exposure, of course, on some other stuff. So one of the things I want to cover here real quick, guys, is we've been talking for the last few weeks. We've been working with all kinds of leaders out in the marketplace that are working towards helping us grow the TruBadger community. So we'll, what is it? The elephant in the room. If you look right now, market cap is down for TruBadger. It's down for Insights, and it's down for SafuFi. TruBadger and Insights are pretty much within the realm of the movement of BNB. SafuFi a little bit more than that. But I got to tell you, I don't know why, but guys, this is one of my favorite projects right here. You see the shirt I'm wearing today, right? I'm buying, and this is not financial advice, I'm buying SafuFi. If people want to let it go at the price that it's at right now, okay, I'll just keep buying it up because I understand the plans of where we're going. And really, when you look at it, the basis of starting all the projects that we do, SafuFi. We just got off the phone. You guys will see here in the next couple of weeks, we'll start voting on the structure of the TruBadger DAO, which will be launched through SafuFi. Okay. And then from there, every single DAO we launch moving forward will be done through SafuFi. Okay. Because you see me do this a lot here today. Okay. So, I mean, if it's your thing of, wow, you made your 2, 3, 4, 5x or whatever it is, or you're scared, maybe. I don't know why, guys. The project is 30 days old. We're just getting started. By the way, we're adding safes every single day. I don't know what the total is, but it is millions and millions and millions of dollars already that it's protecting. And as well, our first non-Nexus ecosystem app will be probably in about a week. And that is for the SpyWolf token. So there'll be an app in there for you to transfer SpyWolf tokens to your safes. And then we're going to start working on some other contracts as well and adding other features to it. I would say within 90 days at the most, you will see multi-purchase option coming up. We're in the process of getting that moving forward and doing that from there, as well as the possibility of escrow services. So this is just beginning, guys. This is going to be, I love it because it protects people's assets and it saves people from getting cheated on where it's at. Also, too, in the next 30 days, we'll begin doing our commercial we're going to create, which is the scam artist running up against SafuFi and getting denied like that, right? So we're going to be starting to work on that. So again, one of my favorite projects that we've done so far is SafuFi. Everybody needs to make their choices on what they're doing with it. It is to me, again, not financial advice. I think it's a great point to jump in and get yourself some more SafuFi. Going back to the leaders that we've been bringing on board. These are people that make 6-figure and 7-figure a month incomes. Okay. They're at the top of their game. And one of the things that they needed to make sure is that we were real, right? That we were going to be here, that things were going to move forward. And then they had to go through a process to get set up to then be able to help us grow this. I'm going to tell you guys at this point, some of the most important people that are part of this have decided to buy into, because that's what you have to do. Anything that comes along, you say, I'm going to buy into that, right? Whether it's a business or whether it's a dance group or whatever it is, a team, right? You buy into the believing in that situation. They've decided to buy into helping us get to $1 trillion in market valuation between all the projects that we launch over the next 5 to 8 years. They're excited about it. They're energized about it. Matter of fact, one of them committed to putting about an hour a day. This is somebody who makes a multi 7-figure a year income, has committed to putting time in every single day to helping us get there, and then the resources of his team to help us get there. I was out somewhere and somebody had asked the question, the reason why I'm bringing this up, asked the question, hey, they keep talking about these leaders that are coming on board. Guys, this is a process. Nobody who has large groups of people are going to, that's a good leader, is going to expose anything to them until they know and are confident and feel good about what they're going to bring them to, has a high possibility of success. Nobody can ever say 100% possibility of success, but it's got to have a high possibility of success. And so that's what we've been working with through them, for them. We have more leaders that are going to start working on bringing people in, and they're already doing it. We're having a few meetings here and there, but it's building in that process for an explosion in holders for what we're working on and what we're doing and where we're putting this together. So I'm extremely confident that here in the next few weeks, and again, a lot of it depends on the crypto market itself. It's been a little rough in December, right? I believe right now BNB is off about almost 30% right now. So if you take that into account from where we were at with TruBadger, I believe with TruBadger we've even beat the market a little bit. With NSI, I think we beat the market a little bit on the 30% pullback. I was trying to get a hold of Doug to have him give me the exact numbers from the peak of BNB to where it's at right now, from the peak of TruBadger to where it is right now in that same period of time, and also insights, but I wasn't able to get there. I do know that Safufied, we are not beating BNB. You guys will find we're across the board here, straight across, right? Facts are facts. It is what it is. And I can't help that, people decide to cash out tokens or not. I know I'm here for the long haul, and I know we're here to build it no matter what happens, right? And no matter where we go, this is what we're here to do. It is my goal to build $1 trillion worth of wealth over the next 5 to 8 years in the blockchain cryptocurrency space. Absolutely the goal we set. I'm not alone with this goal. Dawn has joined in that goal. Rhonda has joined in that goal. Corey, who's going to be absent for a little while, guys, taking some time off to work on some issues, family type stuff, personal stuff, but he's on board with this goal, and he'll be back raring and ready to go in the near future, right? Doug is on board with this goal. I know my sister Lois is on board with this goal. I know Rusty is. I know Jody is. I can start going down the list of people that are on board with the goal of hitting $1 trillion. And a lot of these people have created tremendous success in the past. So when you get a bunch of successful people that set a goal and are willing to put the work, the time, and the effort into it, then the likelihood of hitting that goal becomes tremendously greater. So what can you guys do to help do it? So here's my first question for the people that are on the Zoom and in the chat. If you are on board with helping us get to, I don't want you, just don't put a 1 in yet. Don't jump the gun. If you're willing to put work towards your effort, your energy, your credibility, your resources towards us getting to $1 trillion over the next 5 to 8 years, please put a 1 in the chat, whether you're on YouTube or you're on there. If you're willing to help us get there and be a part of that. This is, and I don't know, I'm not counting them, guys, but you can see that there's a lot of people on board with getting to this goal. It's not just Peter. Well, yeah, Peter's making a goal. That's his deal, right? And you guys heard the pretext to this. It was time, it was credibility, and it was resources towards doing this. When you can put hundreds of people together, eventually thousands, eventually tens of thousands of people, and that is our goal to move forward with. And here's the other side of it. I know for myself, I know for Dawn, I know for everybody that's on the core team, and I know for a lot of the big leaders that are saying I know their work ethic. These are people that will put in the time, the effort, and the energy to execute, and they have the intelligence, meaning the experience, to be able to build big things that are extremely successful. They've done it throughout their entire careers, throughout their entire lives, and that's where we're getting the feedback from. So I just wanted to answer that, because I know there's people out there that are going, well, they said it 4 weeks ago, they said it 6 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. It's happening. It's just when it happens and when it kicks in is a different story. We wouldn't come on here and tell you something was going on unless it was actually going on in the background, on the meetings that we're doing. We can come up with great ideas, guys. And I know we're going to hit $1 trillion. That's why it's a 5 to 8 year window. Maybe it takes us 9 years and 3 months and 72 hours, or 12 hours and 12 minutes and 37 seconds, right? But we're heading in that direction. That's why there's a window there. There's a lot that leaders can do, and creative people. One thing they can't do is give you the timing on it. Very few people can say this is going to happen within a year. They can do everything possible to try and make it work within a year, but it may take longer to do that than what is out there. And I think if you look at the stories of successful people throughout the history of time, right? Most of the time it takes longer than they set to accomplish those tasks and those goals. And there's always challenges along the way. And to me, challenges are just an opportunity to come up with solutions. That's it, right? Nothing more. Oh, we have a challenge. Now we can come up with a solution, and we can put that together. So if you guys have some questions too, you can start putting it in the Q&A. Please put it in the Q&A. It's harder to track. If you're on the Zoom, please put it in the Q&A. It's harder to track. And then Sharon is out there grabbing the questions that are in YouTube. And make sure you indicate it as a question so she knows that she can grab that and get that in there, because we're going to open it up in a couple more minutes. I think we have 2 or 3 more things to cover for updates, and then we will be ready to go on that. So no burn party tomorrow, guys. We'll resume the following week. Okay, so no burn party tomorrow. Let's see, what else were we supposed to cover, ladies?
We've got Las Vegas update on claims and
excellent,
NFTs.
excellent, guys. We are making tremendous progress. So if you attended the Las Vegas event, if you did the streaming or live, we have 480 something people that have filled out the surveys out of about. Do we have the total there, Dawn, on the number of people that attended and did the stream? 5 something, I think it was.
It was 5 something. I can get the exact number. I didn't have it.
Okay, no worries. So of that, a huge majority of people, thank you. If you have not gone on and registered, don't worry about it. You are not too late, okay? There is still time for you to go do that. You just go to Catapult Swap. And Dawn can walk you through really quickly on exactly how to do it. If you could get that in as soon as possible, that would be fantastic. Okay, so now that we've got the surveys in, I'm going to walk you guys through the process. We now need to go through and we need to match up the 2 lists, which Dawn has been working on, because some people registered and didn't really come to the event. They just didn't understand what the task was. And so they just said, oh, I need to register for something, and they register. So once we match the 2 of those together, we have the figures on the NSI tokens, SAFUFI tokens, as well as the TruBadger that people were awarded in the NSI. So all those are being put together. Now we are also almost complete with the first NFT that will be distributed. Now what needs to happen for you guys to get that, though, is CNP needs to be completed. We're probably still a couple weeks out for the software and everything to come together to where we can start launching with CNP. So we're going to be launching some Genesis NFTs through CNP when it launches, as well as the Martian project. Okay, so those are the things that are happening right there. I know on a lot of people's mind is, when is the next token launching? I do not have a date for that yet. We have 2 projects, Stardom Chance, which you guys have not probably heard us mention that name before, as well as there's actually 2 other projects there that have tokens for us to launch. One we're just starting to work on right now, and then the other one would be CNP's token. That will probably launch sometime in February, as well as Catapult will launch in February. But in January, there is a chance, and we're going to have next week's AMA is going to be the Stardom Chance team, and we're going to educate you guys and explain to you what Stardom Chance is, and then you guys can decide if you want to participate. We are working towards that being the 3rd or 4th week in January. I think at the timing would be the earliest, possibly the very first week in February, which would then move either CNP or Catapult off to March, and then we would do one in the beginning of February and at the end, and maybe one in between. Now, part of this is because a lot of people are asking me, hey, launching projects. A lot of launching projects comes down to the growth in the community. There's another point where you guys can work. We're in this together, right? This is not, Peter works, 18 hours a day, and Dawn works 18, and Rhonda works, and we make this all happen. This is a community-driven project. You guys have a place here. You can take the money and you can run and go some other project and see if you can find a team that's going to put in the dedication and build what we're building. Or you can say, I'm part of this. Your guys is part of it. 1 is to hodl. 2 is to help us grow the community. Those are 2 core things. Starting very soon, and you guys are going to see some votes starting to come out. So TruBadger will be converted to a DAO in the next 3 full DAO, meaning voting is set up and everything else, in the next 3 to 5 weeks. Okay, we're going to start putting some votes out. Of course, you have to register to vote and all that stuff. And those votes will be, how many people do we want as signatures on the main wallet to change the contract? How many people do we want on the signature, meaning signers, wallet signers, on the innovation, and the marketing account, and the contest wallet? So these will be things that you guys will start doing. One of the votes that will be coming out for Safufied, one of the first votes on that will be, how long do we want it to be to unlock? We're going to start with 1 week to unlock. So if you unlock your Safufied tokens, it'll be a week before you can sell those off, right? It'll start at 7 days. But we're going to vote. Do we want that to be shorter, or do we want that to be longer? These are the type of votes that will start taking place for you guys to participate in deciding the direction in which TruBadger will go. We've already done a couple votes. One was to go on an exchange, and then one was to keep me as lead manager for like 6 weeks or something, 6 days, 5 days. I don't know. Probably already expired already or whatever. But I think it was 6 months. But anyway, but that'll start to be in there. One of the things that you guys will have to help figure out is, we're going to give you like 3 percentages. And I think I've got them written down. I think it's 75, 80, and 85% vote to replace the lead manager. What do you guys want that to be? And you'll have to think about these things, guys. Don't just go vote just to vote. I want you to think about, and like in that situation, here comes a problem. If the barrier is too low, let's say the market cap, right? Let's say they take Safu for an answer. The market cap's been slowly, but it's been heading down. And you might go, oh my God, the manager's not doing a great job. Let's replace him. 51% of the people get together and get out their pitchforks and their torches, and they replace the manager, right? And then, it doesn't turn around, and 30 days later, you replace him again, and 30 days later, him or her, right? And now you have this turnover at the top that does not allow the project to really accelerate or move forward, right? And that's the reason for a higher barrier. You guys will learn a lot because we're transparency, explaining. Guys, our goal is to make DAOs work and to come up with a process that allows for companies to flourish. Because just the simple fact of forming DAOs, if DAOs are not structured right, I believe personally, DAOs will be a disaster. Because you have people that have their opinions, they'll build factions, they'll build stuff to manipulate the direction that it's going in to their own personal liking. Our goal here is not to do that. Our goal is to create success for the DAO, which is success for who? The DAO members, the holders. And so our goal is to balance that all together to make it work so harmoniously that it just blows things up. It allows for innovation. It allows for growth. It allows the time frame for a manager to implement strategies that will take a little bit of time. I will tell you, most people are way too impatient. I think Tony Robbins said most people overestimate what they can get done in a year, but way overestimate what they can get done in a year, but way underestimate what they can accomplish in 5 or 10 years. Because we have gotten this, and I said this on another call, I blame the instant rice, the instant pudding, the instant mashed potatoes, because we all know, hey, look, if you've made instant pudding, you put it in the refrigerator, it doesn't get that thick layer on the top of it like real pudding does it? Right? Where you have that real dark chocolate pudding, that real dark on the top, and you go into it and it's a little lighter underneath that, and it's creamy and it's fluffy, but that takes 10 or 15 minutes to make. And then you have to put it in the refrigerator and you've got to wait hours to eat it. So most of us do what? We take a box, we dump it in, we mix it up, and we make instant pudding, right? For us to be the community, and I know I'll probably start losing people here. They're like, this guy's out of his mind. What the heck is he talking about? Instant pudding. Now I'm craving pudding. Or that's Rhonda. She's craving pudding. So here's the goal, guys. For us to be the community, and I've talked about this before, and I'll talk about it 100 more times. For us to be the community that people go, holy mackerel, I want to do business with them. We have to be the people that people want to do business with. And I want you to think yourself. I'm not even going to give you the answer. If you were a token project, okay, and you said, I'm going to have a community help me launch it. I'm going to give them 3% of all my tokens out. I'm going to give them the first right to get in early in my tokens to make the biggest returns, right? Earlier in, biggest returns. I'm going to, just, put stuff together to make it win. Who would the person that you would want to be that person? I'm going to give you a couple scenarios. You guys can make the decision. Somebody who buys the token on Tuesday, makes a big return and sells it on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or someone who buys it on Tuesday and holds and gives the company 3 months, 6 months, or a year in order to stay in there. Who is it, the person that you want to be part of? Is it going to be people that are patient and give you the time and the ability, people that are going to help you grow the community, or is it people that are just going to hold their tokens and be quiet? So we have to think through this process. We're not just feeding off of the projects. We're here to help the community. DAOs, the early holders, are the people that are here to help make the project successful. It's a partnership between the management and the DAO and the technology and the people that are supporting that DAO and putting it in there, right? And so, it's a fine balance there, and we've got to build that. I will tell you guys, we've been doing meetings now for 6 months. Yesterday was the first time we ever got questioned on a market cap when we talked about the 3 projects. First time we've ever been questioned and it was on SAFU5, right? My favorite one, asking why we went from 35 million and where we're sitting right now at about a $20 million market cap. First time we've ever gotten that question ever in the whole time we've run this thing. It is what it is, right? And that's okay. I'm okay with it, right? We were able to answer the question. and we're moving forward with them, right? We were able to give them an answer that made sense. Again, a lot of it was B&B, and some of it was the fact we launched in December. We probably won't, just so you guys know, launch any more tokens in the month of December. December will be the month of no launching projects. So we're down to about 11 month year. And I understand that a lot of people tied up in the holidays and all that stuff. So we're good there. So that'll probably become a standard for us to not focus on launching projects. Again, we have one question in the questions and answer. We're going to get to that part. So if anybody wants to ask those, please get those in there. So, okay. So we covered that. So on Vegas, guys, we're close. I would say within the next 7 to 14 days, you guys should be able to start claiming the tokens if you attend it. And that would be for NSI, for Safufied, and then the first NFT. Of course, you cannot claim the Catapult yet and the CNP because they're not out yet. And then also we're going to design an NFT for each person that was there for TruBadger. The NFT that will be the first NFT will be the event NFT. But we are going to build an NFT for TruBadger, Catapult, Insights, Safufied, and CMP, which you guys will receive for attending the event. But those will come over the next few months as we put it together. Okay. So thank you for the patience on it, guys. We are going to deliver on 100% of what we've said we would deliver on in that way. Okay. All right. So let's see. And by the way, I'd love to give you guys a sneak peek, but it's not quite there yet. So next week we will show you guys the NFT for the event. The event was called Crypto Storm in the Desert, and it's absolutely been fantastic. I love the graphics that have been put together for it already, and that'll be finished. There will be one NFT minted for each person who attended either physically or virtually, and then that'll be the full mint series of those tokens. It's around 500 and something to total NFTs, sorry, that will be minted for that of each of the NFTs that are being done. Okay. All right. So we got through that. We got that update. Next update.
The onboarding.
Onboarding. All right. Excellent. So guys, onboarding. Onboarding right now. And so first of all, I want to let you guys know, we love all you guys, and we are here to help and be a part of it. The onboarding system was originally set up to get people started in crypto. There are some people, though, who need some ongoing help. And so we're going to separate from the onboarding system into, it'll be the same people helping, but then also into ongoing education and help. Okay. So if you need that, there will be a small cost to ongoing education and help. We'll also start offering 30-minute private sessions for that as well. There will be a cost to that to be able to do that. The onboarding system is really to get people that don't know MetaMask, that don't know that side of it, that we'll bring in. We will have more details on that. I believe that Rhonda created a graphic that'll kind of, if you want to pull that up, Rhonda, or if you're not done with it yet.
It's not final. You'll see that tomorrow.
Guys, and it'll be posted out on social media, but we'll go over what is. And again, guys, we don't want to not help, but again, there is a cost to having it there. And so we need to figure out a balance between getting people in. Remember, the initial side of the onboarding is to help people get started in crypto. And I understand for some people, it's just, they haven't been able to grasp it yet. And so they need to come back a third or fourth or fifth or sixth time and have us help them do that. We don't mind doing that. We'll just need to cover the cost of it and make that move forward from there. So we will get you more details from there. We will be launching a forum, guys. Okay. This will be an educational forum. It is going to have articles about the crypto space. It is going to, can somebody let Ramona know we're running about 10 minutes late to our next call, please? If you guys could do that. Thank you. Thank you. Because we'll be on here for probably about 20 more minutes by the time we answer a few questions. I know we don't have a lot, but okay. So the forum, it is going to be a paid forum, guys. It'll be a certain amount of money each month. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to get you for being part of the forum, we are going to give you digital assets every single month. Okay. So, and the reason for the cost is that will cover us to have researchers. It's not just going to be about the Nexus ecosystem. It is going to be about crypto in itself. It will be a full forum. It'll have articles. It'll have interviews. It'll have all kinds of information in there. We will have information on that by next week. Okay. On that side of it. And we're looking at about $10 a month is what it's going to be for the forum. And it'll have a lot, like I said, a lot of education. Again, it's going to be well worth it for everybody to be involved with it and be a part of that. And we'll get you some more details on that here shortly. Okay. By next week. Anything else I forget, guys? Hey, guys, the good thing is too, we're doing the forum through our one of our holding companies. You will be able to pay with a credit card for the forum. Okay. It'll be credit card. You won't need to use crypto if you don't want to pay for the forum. You'll be able to put that on a credit card. All right.
Oh my goodness. What else needs to be,
just anything else we have on our list? I know we had a list. I think we covered everything, but just in case.
Guys, I posted an update in the chat here for the staking app, but just for those YouTubers, because you don't see that, the staking app is done. I was testing it this morning. It's just on testnet right now. You may see it on the website, but it's not hooked up, so you can't do anything. So I've been testing it this morning, and I have a little bit of feedback for the developer. That should be in the next day or so completed. It's not much at all. It works perfectly. I love it. It's just a little bit of cosmetic stuff for you guys to help you kind of guide through it better. And then once that's published and on the main net, we will do training real quick, record a training video so you can understand how it works and how to do it. And then we will announce it and publish everything, and you are good to go. So in the next couple of days, I think.
And here's the thing, guys, with the staking app, 2% of swap in, swap outs is what is allocated towards the staking. So we'll never be able to give you, I mean, we can probably estimate the ROI on it by percentage wise over the trailing 7 days or something. That'll give you an estimate of what it's at right now, but it'll change, right? More swapping in and out, more volume comes in, and it depends on the number of people that have it staked, and then the number of people or the number of swaps that are taking place. However, we did put aside 500 million, 5% of the total tokens for SAFUFIED to pay additional staking bonuses. Okay. So we will begin with, and we'll give you probably out about 4 weeks time frame that'll say, and the way that it works is the 2% is automatically done on the contract. The way the contract is written, the team can go, we want to put 10 million additional tokens in this week for everybody who has their tokens staked. Okay. And then that will be pro rata split up between everybody who has the tokens split at that time. That would go out to them. And we have 500 million tokens to do that with. And there will be weekly bonuses done on it. We may set some special goals, like, guys, if we hit a $50 million market cap, an additional X amount of tokens will be put out to the staking. So we're going to look at that side of it. Okay. Now, guys, staking is different. When Reflection, which is TruBadger and Insights, has Reflection, so those are good tokens for you to be in if you love Reflection. It is automatically everybody who has it in their wallet gets the Reflection. Okay. In staking, it's going to be less people getting it. However, there is an unstaking period. That unstaking period will start at 7 days. So let's say I decide to unstake my tokens today. I would not have access to sell my tokens or, do whatever I'm going to do with them until a week from today. Okay. So there's this unstaking period. However, the percentages are going to be higher than normal Reflection, maybe on an Insights or a TruBadger, because 100% of the tokens are not receiving the benefit. It's a smaller percentage. And so we've done that. Now, here's the beauty. Yes. So you guys as a community, so we're going to set the first at 7 days. You guys as a community, though, can decide if you want to shorten that or if you want to make it longer. All of that when the DAO kicks in. So the first DAO will be TruBadger, next 3 to 5 weeks. Shortly after that, within a couple weeks, the SAFU-fied full functioning DAO will be up and running. And then the same with Insight shortly after that. And it might be Insight SAFU-fied on that side of it, or Stardom SAFU-fied, right? A combination of those, but we'll start having it and it'll become much faster. So literally when tokens launch, the DAOs will launch with them in the next 2 to 3 months, fully functioning voting, everything already in place. Okay. It might be a 30-day window there to get things up and running, and then that will kick in. But you guys will be the ones that'll be in charge of that. Now, what we will be doing is assigning members to then sign off on. So the way it'll work is a vote will take place. Members who have X amount of tokens will get to vote. And then there'll be 20 people assigned by the community to then be a multi-sig signer on the contract. So let's say we vote to change the percentage of tax on TruBadger. And we're not going to do that right now, guys. I'm not just using it as an example. That would go to vote of the community. If the community votes to yes, let's say get rid of the innovation tax, okay? Because maybe we've got plenty of revenue coming in now, so it makes sense. And that's going to be eliminated, okay? What would happen is the vote takes place. If the vote passes, then the programmers will make the change to the contract. But that change cannot be implemented until it goes out on SAFU-fied on a multi-sig wallet. The community members will vote to have 20 or 30 signers put on that wallet. Okay, you guys will choose the 20 or 30. There'll be 5 from corporate, and the rest you guys will choose from the management team, five things, and then the rest will be chosen by the community. So let's say there's 30. Let's say 10 of those people need to sign off on it, right? So either 10 members or the community. So what'll happen is when that happens, before the change can be made, so the programmers create the change, it goes out on the multi-sig. Once 10 people have confirmed that transaction, then the change is made to the contract. That's the protection to make sure that the contract is secure and run by the community members. So that's the way that it works. I know a lot of people have not been involved in that, but that's the way that the DAOs will work. And that'll be everything moving forward from there. All the assets that belong to the community, the innovation wallet, the marketing wallet, the operations wallet for SAFU-fied, the contest wallets, all of those will be turned into multi-sig, and it would take managers and community members to release those funds. And then there'll be a sub account that will have the funds in it that the manager can then send out from, right? So it's going to be very cool. It's going to be very protected. The assets of the DAOs are protected. The contract of the DAOs are protected. Magic, guys. And then we build the community members that people want to be part of their DAOs. I am telling you, the greatest projects in the world will be lined up at our door, wanting us to launch their projects because of that situation. So someone mentioned the Dominion voting machines. Guys, the beauty of this is this is on chain. It's not a voting machine where somebody has access to it and one person or a group of people have access. This is on chain. It's transparent. It is beautiful. It's where all voting eventually will go, is on chain, on a blockchain, to where it is secure and safe and can be done from there. So a lot of great things coming. All right, let's answer some questions. I think we got everything covered. Is it right?
We are pretty done. A conversation or a couple questions about MetaMask and the game versus everything else that, not MetaMask, MetaMars.
Everything for MetaMars, save for tomorrow night, guys. Okay,
yeah.
So that's all. We'll go over that tomorrow night when we have the MetaMars guys on there. and they will be able to answer those questions on the development. Remember, we're a support system for them. MetaMars is not our project. It's their project. We're here to support them. We vetted them. We know they're real. We know they're dedicated. We know they're going to make it happen. It will be set up as a DAO. So if we need to kick some butt, we can and do what we need to do. But that is their project that they're running in that. So we're going to get those answers from them. Okay.
And that's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific, and it's on our YouTube channel. So come to the same place that you always come to on the TruBadger YouTube channel, and you'll be able to watch that.
Yep. Okay. So one of the questions is, to what extent does the success of the project depend on the quality of the Mars game? Of course, success is always dependent on the game. Now, the Mars game is a simple arcade game. Some people love them, and it's just where you have the guy fly and bounce around and stuff. They love those type of games. But remember, that's just the first part of the game. Also, it's not set up for the NFTs to be used in that. So that is something to have it out there. It's like Flappy Birds, yeah, which took off like crazy, right? That's really what it is. It's a clone of a Flappy Birds type of project. So that is an early project to have something out there. So I would say that the success of it is very unconnected from the success of the first game, where it really is the success of the next game that's coming out, and then the metaverse, as well as the film and everything else that's attached to it. So that was just more of an arcade type game. Okay. Is there a fee to stake or yield farm? No fee for staking, except for when you claim your stake, which is with every project that I do, guys. When I claim it, I have to pay the chain, right? So every time I claim, I've got, 8 things staked right now. Every time I go in, I need to go click on the button, and then it goes to my wallet, right, when I transfer them. So you don't need to pay until you transfer from your wallet. So if you just let them sit there and build up, then when you claim them, it's going to go to your wallet. If you want to restake them, then you'll hit the button to restake them, and there will be because it's on chain, right? It's got to be done on the blockchain. So that's the cost. That's
minimal fees, guys.
Yeah, it's very low, and you make the decision if it's, if you wait till you have $5 worth and there's 18, I usually wait till there's $20, $30 worth for me to claim, and then I'll pay the 18 cents if it's on there. If it's on an Ethereum chain, which I do have stuff staked over there, I haven't claimed it in 11 months, right? Because the dang fees are too high, right? I'll just let it sit there until eventually they get the fees right, and then I'll go claim my stake that I have over on the Ethereum chain. Okay. So that's just a normal thing in the space, is that there's a fee on chain, because again, your tokens are staking on an app, and they're there, but in order to get them on chain and get them done from there, move from where it is, needs to be that. So pay $170 in gas to staking 20. Gotta love ETH. Yes, you do. It is what it is, guys, right? I can't I love what ETH did by creating the smart contract. I'm not in love with the fact that there's some people that are holding it, hijacking it to keep the fees up high. And it's mainly the miners. I'm sure there's some nice miners out there, and I know some people that actually are mining and they get excited with the high fees, but I just think it's an anti-productive for what we're doing. Is Kraken? Okay. That was an answer, I think, for Digibot. That'll be a good one to go on and ask Digibot, but yes, all that stuff is ready and fixed and raring to go, and things are golden and beautiful in the world of Digi as well. Guys, NSI is launching the software in 7 days, the trading part of it, on the 11th. So January 11th, you can check in with their AMAs to get more information from them. I think I always blame the miners. Yeah, poor miners. They get all the harassment, right? All right. Well, let's see if that's all the questions we have. Thanks for joining us, guys. Again, Happy New Year. This is it. 2022. We're going over $1 billion in market caps, and we're going to take the world by storm, continuing to develop great utility, great teams, and the best freaking community in all of crypto. And we're going to do that by becoming the kind of community members that people will want to and need to and have to do business with. Have a great rest of your week. And thanks for joining us. Remember, no burn party tomorrow, MetaMars tomorrow night. All right.